really happy with that win and the focus that our team had coming into today. Obviously, we had an emotional game, a tight game, a well-played game Thursday night that was, an emotional loss. And so you worry about the hangover. How long does it take to get them refocused? And I just told the team yesterday's practice and their attention to detail and focus was there. So that was obviously comforting. Then again this morning, you're trying to cover some of the things that we didn't get a chance to the day before. And the attention to detail, the focus, the energy was right where you wanted it to be, and it carried over into the game. The other thing that was really good to see was, with that many guys that are seniors, you can't start them all, and you got some underclassmen and Loof and Torrey and Kamari that are big keys to what we're doing. What are you doing? Big keys to what we're doing. And they as a group wanted to make sure that we played well once we had built a lead, that everybody got a chance to play. And can't thank the seniors enough. It's not just the quantity of that group, but it's the quality of that group that has gotten us to where we are. Questions?
Coach, I think I saw Wes Long tweet out, how much a joy this group of seniors has been to coach.
Yep.
Not just the success that y'all have had on the court, which is obviously, 80 wins across 4 years, pretty good for this group, but just the joy every day in practice that they bring. Could you expand a little bit on that, about just sort of how this group of 9, has been as, teammates and players?
Well, I told Chip Walters in the pregame that, it's the old adage, time flies when you're having fun. And I said, man, this is one of those seasons that you feel like has flown by, because you just have fun with them every day. They enjoy each other's company. When they're not practicing, they all go to the movies together. They go to each other's apartment and hang out. Like they really do like being around each other. And it's easy as their coach to come in and just be a part of that and watch it and see how much they enjoy playing ball together. That's what's made this year fun, but also at the same time, man, it feels like it's really flown by.
Cam, what has being a part of this program, for 4 years meant to you, coming in from JUCO and establishing yourself, here and becoming an institution sort of in your 4 years here?
Man, it was amazing, man. It was a blessing for real. Coming from JUCO, they took me in with love and wide open arms, and it just felt at home. And that's one thing I love about MC, man. It's a good home feeling. And I enjoy being here. I did.
JP, Nick just talked about how close you guys are, just as friends. Not even really as teammates.
Yeah, brothers.
Yeah. What's that been like for you? Forming those bonds over the course of your 3 years here.
I mean, every year is a different type of group and different type of bonding, but I feel like every year, every team I've been on, we connected so well as off the court and on the court as well. But, I mean, this group of guys this year is kind of different. It's like we literally do everything together. Like, after this, we finna all meet up and just be together right now. So it's a different type of feeling, though. I really love this group.
JP, how big a confidence boost was it to get out to a good start today, after, a tough loss on Thursday and get some good reps, offensively and defensively under your belt and build a big lead early?
It felt really good, It's a good feeling for myself going into the conference tournament, a good feeling for my team, too, that they know, like, I'm kind of getting back to myself as well.
Cam, you are officially playing La Tech, in the first round on Thursday. Obviously, a team that's had y'all's number twice this year. What do y'all have to do over, the early part of this week when you're getting ready for that game to focus in on, what should be a tough matchup?
We're able to scout.
That's it. Scout, film,
Scout.
Stay locked in. Like, study it. Know your players. Even know the coaches, down to the managers. Like, know who you got. Film, study. That's it. For real.
One game at a time.
One game at a time.
Get this one.
Nick, obviously, it's a little different team that you are taking in the tournament because Kamari's back, when he's missed most of conference play. What sort of an X factor can he be in a tournament environment when some of the teams that you are playing haven't seen him all year?
Yeah, I think the thing he brings is he's skilled at that size. You got a guy that can play around the bucket, He can help you break presses. He can help stretch the defense because he can make shots. But he allows you, because of his combination of size and skill, you can soak up any kind of issues that you might have in the backcourt because he can handle the ball. So he can kind of be your third guard. If something happens to any of your front court guys, whether it's Torrey or JB or Shake, he's also big enough to be the 4. So whether somebody gets sick, turns an ankle, isn't playing well, is in foul trouble, he's kind of helps both groups, so to say. And you need that because usually in tournament play, if you get all the way to the finals, 3 games in 3 days, it's not going to be 120 minutes of perfect. Something's going to rear its head, and that added depth helps us.
Now that the regular season race is over, what has this year been like in Conference USA with as much parity as they've had, top to bottom?
Well, I think it has prepared us for next week. Winning a tournament's hard. Winning 3 games in 3 days is hard. I think both our non-conference schedule and how good Conference USA has been this year has made us have to get ready for every game. There hasn't been if we play our B game, we're probably going to win the game. And there just isn't those. There aren't those games in this league. Next week's going to be on a neutral floor, so the higher seed, it's going to be good on good. Somebody's just going to be wearing a white uniform, and the other's wearing a colored uniform. But whether it's 1-8, 3-6, 2-7, 4-5, doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, a whole lot. It's going to come down to what Cam and JP are talking about. Man, you got to be locked in on what your job is every possession. We end up, I believe, unless anything crazy's happened over the last 4 or 5 days, we'll end up being, as a league, the 9th best league in the country. Mm-hmm. When you start talking about the P4s, and then that next group, this is a really good league, top to bottom, and above the American. The American ended up 10. We're 9, the A10, 8. So you think about those 3 leagues, it's a lot of good basketball in there. And to come out tied for second, 1 game back of first, winning 20-plus ball games again, these guys have done well.
Flipped it from last year.
They've done well. Well, it's nice to have some healthy dudes.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
nice to have, for real, last year at times we're playing 7 guys.
Yeah.
Tonight,
That's crazy.
10 guys played double-figure minutes.
Man,
We didn't get to players 8, 9, and 10 last year. This year, the 10th guy played 13 minutes. So that's the other great thing is they want it for each other. The highest minute guys at 23, outside of Cam at 29. But it's not about them, and they know that, and that's why they're fun to be around.